kickoff. That's what these new rules can do for you. They'll be backed up now to start this drive. First and 10. He'll get this out wide. Now he's free up the left sideline. He's to the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 93 yards. Touchdown, New York. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Yeah, here we go.
On first and 10, Prescott. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is Aubrey. His kick is good. And the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Now the rookie out of Purdue, Tyrone Tracy. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. Try again. It's second and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Yeah! Here we go!
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down. One quarter down in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. Not it. What can they do here? This is third and forever. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
A carry here for Tracy. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward. Of 4. Here's a second and 6. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Finding room across midfield. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 31-yard line. It is a big play on first down. 32 yards. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Jones. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Chubb. trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That's taken in by Chubb. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Dak to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time, but contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he will score. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Here we go.
Slayton is the man in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Cooper. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 38 yards. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. That would qualify as an angry run. Powering his way forward. A pickup of 7. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Second down and 3. On the ground, here's Tracy. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Toward the perimeter, it's Cooper. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Giants first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it.
And he's into the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Marcus Jones now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
They're going to 53.
Here's Dak to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. And this would set the new standard, a 67-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. We are back at it with the 3rd quarter. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Go!
Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He'll drop to throw. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Khair Elam. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Hey, kill!
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he's is taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll work forward for a couple. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Second down and 8.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Yeah! Here we go! What do you think?
To throw is Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
What do you think?
On the zone read, they hand it to Chop. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah! Here we go! What do you think?
Prescott now. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
3rd and 9.
What do you think?
Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go now!
Back to throw here to begin the drop. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
Look, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions. and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. And not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Yeah,
running is Chubb. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Mike, I don't really even think this is much of a conversation. On the plus side of the 50, I think you've got to keep your offense on the field, stay aggressive, and try to maintain possession. You get field position like this, you want to make sure this drive ends with some sort of points.
Here it is on 4th down. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Let's go.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice play there by Malik Neighbors. And when we talked to the head coach, Brian Dable, what did he tell us? He said, I need more competitive guys. I need guys that are going to go out there and compete for the ball, play in and play out. And remember, Mike, this is a guy that led college football in yards per game last year at over 120 yards receiving per game. So they got themselves a pretty special talent here in New York, and I think we're just scratching the surface.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. He'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, New York. Folk now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Jones now on the return. He gets free. And he will dive into the end zone. Talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Travel start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yards. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw. Open man, that's Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's across midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Giants.
Ready? Go, check. Go, check. Ready?
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. His 2nd in inches. They'll stick with him again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect.
A hit, and he has lost the football. The Cowboys have it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, not
offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Yeah! Here we go!
Second down, Prescott. They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
A tight end in motion now. Prescott from the gun on third down. That's made by Pickens. It's a big play there on third down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yeah!
Here's a handoff to Chubb. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap.
Yeah,
they're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Here we go, going to 54. Wide in. What do you think?
Once again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be very close to a first down. Good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Got a man. That's Tolbert. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Here we go, going to 54, going to, what do you think?
On the ground, it's Chubb. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Here we go, going to 53. What do you think?
Now give to Chubb, running right. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. First down away to the 26-yard line.
Yeah,
and here's third down.
What do you think?
On the handoff, this is Chubb. The Giants going to call their third and final timeout. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a two-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a two-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday.